Hello, welcome back to the Bickering Gamers.
Wait, okay.
Horrible gamers, right?
Hello, everyone.
God, now I know how Nick feels when I start a new episode.
Hello.
Oh, what?
Okay. Yeah, sorry guys. I just feel like spraying this on them because Billy's like, wait, you serious?
Alright. I don't mind.
Anyway, today we're talking about Yooka Laylee. And we're not talking about those little instruments from Hawaii or wherever the fuck they're from.
Yes, thank
We're
you.
talking about the banjo kazooie.
Yes, thank you, Tyler, for every
reincarnate.
podcast intro joke about this.
That's on Kickstarter.
You know what? Since we're on the topic of the name, it is kind of weird because like Banjo Kazooie, at least the kazoo has been altered, and it's two different instruments, so you can tell it's a title for something. No, it's Yooka, Y-O-O-K-A, and then Laylee, L-A-Y-L-E-E. That's how it is.
That sounds weird. But I have high hopes for it because it's supposed to be
Oh, yeah.
Banjo Kazooie.
Well, it's a spiritual successor.
revamped.
Yeah, and what's cool about it is it made $1 million on the first day of Kickstarter. It surpassed their stretch
Wait,
goal. Uh-huh.
wait, seriously?
1 million the first day, and actually I think it's pounds, which is a similar currency, but
But it's
Reading
more.
was it Kickstarter page about it.
yeah,
Pounds actually, believe it or not, or more than the American dollar.
no, yeah, it's a lot more than they asked for, and then there was like then they started adding a lot of stretch goals. Like there's this one where they want to make a live orchestra play Grant Kirkhope's music. Because right now what I like about they have in those trailers they show is the music sounds a lot like the N64 MIDI drive.
Oh god.
Like it sounds a lot like the soundboards from the N64. It sounds pretty cool. But I gotta say though, I hope he works on the music a little more because it sounds too much like Banjo Kazooie. Like I know that's the idea he wanted, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little too like it's like I love that it's taking the ideas, but I don't want to be way too samey. I would like it's like Mighty Number 9. I would like a little bit of a difference, like something to separate it. But you know the characters and their abilities will definitely change because Yooka is a lizard or iguana, I think. It's some kind of reptile. I think it's an iguana. I'm gonna go with that. And
Or
Laylee's
if it's a chameleon, they can have him
Oh yeah, you're right.
camouflage.
It's a chameleon. And Laylee's a bat. Laylee and like it's a good design, and because like instead of the backpack, you have Laylee hanging on to the. How do I describe this? I mean, there's gonna be a picture on the video, so you don't have to worry about that. But but for the sake of people who didn't see it, that's in this room.
Hold on, let me just look it up really quick.
Yeah, they have this like this lizard thing where you have those side horns coming out of the head. Laylee hangs on to those, and that's how they get her to fly in the air. And the talon trot looks really cool because it's just Yooka turning into a ball and Laylee running all around it like it's a barrel. Like that was really.
I thought it was really cool.
Like yeah, you can tell the creators of the game, who are big, well-seasoned game developers, you can tell they really are having fun with the creativity, and they even said in a lot of interviews that the iguana bat combo makes some great move possibilities. Mm-hmm. And of course, I think they'll have. I'm sure they'll have especially with Laylee, they'll have a lot of Kazooie type moves, except for the eggs. But yeah, I can imagine like a sonar ability, or yeah, like Tyler said, a camouflage ability. But you probably have to be on pads or something. They'll probably have the super jump.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just the top of the head with and she's just holding on to like the horn, like basically the crown of the.
That's interesting.
chameleon.
It's interesting to say she because there's actually this big debate right now whether Yooka or Laylee is a girl or a boy because
I can tell Yuka's a boy and Laylee's a girl.
I think I don't know. Yeah, I think Yooka is a girl and Laylee's a boy. Because like on Twitter, Platonic Games, the people making this who are old Rare developers.
Actually, it's funny because I actually found them on PlatonicGames.com.
Yeah, Platonic Games are making this game.
Oh damn, Billy, you took a nice shot at
Yeah,
this.
right. Yeah, let's talk about my personal life. Anyway, I'm feeling nice and warm now. Anyway.
Yeah, that's Irish whiskey.
Yeah. Yooka Laylee is made by Platonic Games. They're a bunch of just keeping up for the 0.2% of the world that don't know this.
Me being one of that.
Yes, Platonic Games was old Rare developers who created Banjo Kazooie. And 2 years ago, I remember there was a thing. Like Grant Kirkhope was also very excited about this because he even said himself like he used to love doing these kind of games for Rare, and especially in the days of cartridges where you get paid by the cartridge that's made, not necessarily the sales figures.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's how it used to work. And And he was very enthusiastic on Twitter. Like, one of the first things is, I have to write music that I wrote before without writing music that I wrote before, kind of thing. And he's doing a good job, but again, I don't want it too Banjo-Kazooie-like. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
And
Rosemary.
fell in the background.
It's Rosemary's new puppy.
Oh, my little puppy toy.
I got
it. She thought that it could tell when there's an edge.
So anyway,
She literally went like this.
what were we talking about?
And I went, oh my god, it's
What?
What were we talking about?
So
No,
I was
the-
looking at me like,
Something about the developers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were actually trying this a while ago.
Stuff, and then you expand the map, and you don't want to look for it, you just play the whole game, and then try to look for it later.
Yeah, you know what? They have plenty to work with, which is good. And now they have the Kickstarter; they can do a lot more. And I'm borrowing an idea from Ted from Brain Scratch Comms. I think it was Ted. He was making a good point about this being a Kickstarter, where it's like, it's not just drawings of the character saying, "Please make me make this game." These professionals actually made a playable video for you to look and see what they have. They're just getting money so they can produce it better and add more to the game. So you can have confidence into paying for this thing. That's why, not only for the Banjo-Kazooie legacy, but also because it's a Kickstarter, you don't mind getting behind without having to worry about where your money's going. Because, you know, it's like you can spend like $50, get a free game, but what happens if the game's never made? You lost your $50. You can't get that back. I saw.
And they're not gonna give you a refund.
Yeah, like I saw a really funny Dorkly video. I don't know if you guys watch Dorkly, but they did a video on the unfinished Kickstarter game. It was hilarious because this guy's running through a level. It's an 8-bit, obviously an 8-bit Metroidvania, like every indie game. And he's running to, it's like, oh my god, what is that? And it was just like a bunch of pixelated garbage. It's like, we're an unfinished Kickstarter game. It's like, and they're like, wait a minute, you're supposed to get producers and have a company when you get money for this? Like you're supposed to making fun of the fact that nobody knows what they're doing once they get money for the game. But yeah, you know, we got really, like, unlike Sonic Boom, which I think is a similar situation where you have this new start for a previously established franchise and everyone's excited about it. I think the hype is a little more justified for this one. It's like, that's a hard.
A game that's based on a real Banjo-Kazooie, and then everyone's looking forward to another, you know, spin-off of it, probably.
Yeah, and you know what? It's also, this is a good time for the industry because we haven't seen a 3D platformer like Banjo-Kazooie in a long time.
And they're including the expandable map option for you if you want, like I forgot what they call it. What's called awards.
Right, like.
And they had the arcade style mini games for more currency.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Challenges.
Right, and you know, even right now, it's like the only platformers you really see out there right now is Mario and Sonic. Those are the only really big platformers you see in the market right now. So it's cool having this edition, and I can see Yooka Laylee become.
I can't wait for this.
Yeah, you can see Yooka Laylee definitely having a series behind it. Definitely, and Playtonic Games itself is a huge discussion going on. Like right now, Microsoft has been very clear that they want to make a new Rare IP. And I love everyone's comments on Facebook. Like, I don't think that justified. I think it's kind of like, because it wasn't Microsoft's fault Rare went over. That was just Rare degrading themselves. But the point is, it's like everyone's just making fun of the fact that Microsoft does nothing with these damn IPs. But now that Playtonic Games comes in, they're like, oh shit, we better do something before we lose a lot of money on these franchises we spend a lot of money on. And like, yeah, they use Killer Instinct. I'm sorry, I don't want to make a Banjo-Kazooie game because I know they won't do a good job. I'm sorry. But, I mean, they might, but it will not live up to the hype. Like, that's a big problem with today's video games. There's such a hype train over every game, but when you get it, it's Infamous Second Son. That is the absolute perfect example.
No, believe it or not, I did like it.
I'm not.
I liked it a
No,
lot.
hang on. I'm not judging the.
It was actually pretty
I know,
cool.
but I'm not judging whether it's good or bad. I'm just saying this fact that it had a lot of hype and it did not achieve expectations. Like, that's all I'm saying. Whether it's good or bad has nothing to do with that. Like, you can have a great game, but if you overhype it, and then it turns up just being a great game about the greatest game you ever wanted in the world, it's not going to be that great to you.
That's what Sega does a lot with Sonic.
Yeah, it's like...
They know it's a brand name and they know people like it,
Yeah.
so, you know, they don't think it can fail.
That's what happened with Sonic Boom. That's what Sonic Boom. That's what happened with Infamous. That's what happened with Watch Dogs, without a doubt. That's what happened with Watch Dogs. AC Unity is a great example. It's like...
Yeah, no. Speaking of which, they're having another AC game.
Yeah, well, of course. They said it would be yearly releases.
Yeah, and I also got invited to the premiere of it.
Oh, yeah? That's cool. What, are you on their email list or something?
Yeah, you play.
Oh yeah. I stopped doing Uplay. Well, obviously because I banned them, but
Get this open.
Yeah,
I got it. I had it open the whole time.
she got it. She's good.
Yeah, no, it's just that they send that out. It's for an email. It's for an online premiere.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that we can talk. It comes out Wednesday. I think we can do like an early Bickering Gamers for that.
Okay, sounds cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you know what? It's like with Yooka Laylee. There's so much. There's not really much to talk about the game, but the things going around the game because there's so many like things about it that's so unique. The platformer, the way it responded in Kickstarter. Like, this is such a sure thing to people. And I'm sure it is, but I'm not, again, with the overhyped video game things going on right now, I'm not trying to do that. But, like, if you want, like, an earlier example from the past, I think Earthbound's a good example. Because it's, like, you'll have, like, people from the Earthbound community. And as great people they are, they do overhype Earthbound a little too much, I have to say. Like, I do think it's one of the greatest games. I do. I mean, I think it's a fantastic game, but when people play it themselves and they don't immediately see the charm that the fans see, they're just say it's just a regular RPG. We know that. We know it's just a regular RPG for the most part, but it's what's in the story, it's the characters themselves, it's what's around the game's history that we love. You know, it's like that's something. If you hype it to that, they're not going to understand that feeling. So that's just an older example. Like, when you have games you never heard of or never seen before, that's another example. Like Watch Dogs. It's like, oh, this is the greatest game ever. It's so unique and wonderful. And then when they got it, it's like, yeah. Again, I'm not saying whether it was good or bad. I'm just saying for the fact that it was overhyped and it did not achieve expectations at all. And then that's when everyone got pissed.
Achieved my expectations. It's like, it's going to be good, but it's not going to be
great.
Replayable good.
Yeah, it won't be. I'm sure. I mean, I didn't even bother.
Like the first time I said, this game sounds so tedious that I'll play it once and then I'll be done with it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like Yooka Laylee, I think that.
Unlike Skyrim, Skyrim is a master race. Oh my god, I can play that game for hours.
I don't know. It depends on the game. Like Skyrim sort of had a lot of problems with it, and there were a lot of tedious things about it. Like with the fucking.
Well, that's every Zelda game.
What was the guy's name? The boss that just kept repeating.
Oh, Demise?
This is Demise, yeah.
Everyone hates Demise,
coming back, and it was the most tedious, annoying boss ever, and then finally I was like, well, at least I'll never have to do that again. And I said that like 5 times before, I was like, okay, this is it, right?
Yeah, that was a big complaint with Skyward Sword, is Demise.
I can still replay that game, though. It was so addicting, and it kept me on my toes, and it was such a good game that even though you had to deal with all the bullshit, you still kind of wanted to...
That's every Zelda
That's how Zelda is.
Yeah.
You just really want to keep playing.
Yeah, but, you know... Zelda doesn't always make the best decisions, but I have to say, you know, they're not one for this conversation.
Well, it's like, I don't remember...
This just happens to be a game everybody complains about, but I still love.
Well, I don't remember...
Yeah, that's how everyone feels. They hate the game, but they love it.
Yeah. You know, it's like, I don't remember it word for word, but Miyamoto said something really interesting about it. They said it's like, if there's no bullshit in the game, it's not memorable. You know, that's what he's pretty much getting at. Bullshit. No, really, like, if there's no part of the game where you can talk about going, oh, I hate that part. You know, the water temple is a good example.
Like the Castlevania fucking Medusa heads.
Yeah, it's like, where's the fun in it? You know, it's like, you can talk about how great it is, but there's nothing to criticize about it. It's just boring.
Because in the Symphony of the Night, what did they do? They're just like, we'll just put a bunch of them in here.
That's why Dark Souls, the Dark Souls trilogy is just, like, so good.
Right.
That's why everyone hates but loves Dark Souls.
Yeah, you want that love-hate relationship.
Oh, yeah, I always want to play Dark Souls.
One thing I'm nervous about Yooka Laylee, though, is I kind of hope they work on Yooka Laylee's designs a little bit. I like it, but I think they can do better than that. Like, Tyler, what do you think? You've seen the picture.
Their designs, actually, I like them.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I like them.
No, I do. I like them.
No, saying for the art style that they're going for, I like them.
Yeah, me too, but I think they can do a little better.
They can do just a little more.
Yeah. No, but you know what?
Actually, I gotta disagree with you guys.
No,
outside of a couple aesthetic changes, I don't think the design. I think the design's just good as is.
Well, you know what? It's
well,
great
character-wise.
But that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just like a few minor changes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, keep in mind, this is
they gave him gloves, gave him pants, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like something Banjo had.
Well, they're probably still an alpha build, you know, so...
That won't work with the bat.
Yeah, no, that's probably still an alpha build, so, you know, they're going to work on it a little bit. The textures... Like, is it me, or does the background of every video you see in this game look exactly like Sonic Boom? Like, the environments look exactly... I would not be...
I thought the environment... Yeah. I thought they did it out of...
I would not be shocked if Platonic Games were just using the Unreal Engine and just to try it out. Like, because, like, I don't know. It just looks like Sonic Boom. It looks like, hey, what is that iguana, chameleon, and the bat doing in Sonic Boom Land? And it's funny because they go around it faster than Sonic does. But
I love how we have another conversation.
yeah, we have that the whole time.
Yeah, it's called being the Bickering Gamers.
Yeah, don't you listen to the intro? Bigger. That we barely have anymore.
Bickering who?
Us.
So
You actually.
I bicker everything.
Yep.
That's what makes me Italian.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, that's what makes us Italian.
All right. So.
And me like 10 other countries.
Yeah.
You put what in the meatballs? Oh, okay, drink
All right.
What were we talking about?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we were talking about video games.
All right. So yeah.
Oh,
Like,
look, a video game.
like yeah. Like again though, like
Think
everything
about what
around Yooka-Laylee is what's interesting to me.
Actually, I already
Like.
looked into that.
Like
No, I did you.
I do want to see more of the game, which I'm sure we will, because Playtonic's been really good with giving out information. Like what we were talking about before with the gender. Playtonic Game was saying on Twitter that they weren't trying to argue. They were trying to make it very secretive. I guess they want the conversation. That's really smart. They want people to have the conversation.
Yeah,
You know?
it's free
Yeah.
publicity.
Yeah, it's just like
That's how gamer companies
Yeah.
actually get their stuff out.
even when Mario Kart 8 was going out, and that guy just mentioned that there's not enough diversity in the roster. There was still we had a conversation. The game was circulating, and that's what makes a game a new game that, or at least a franchise that you haven't seen in a while, grow. You know, and
This is my favorite flavor.
it makes me interested to see what Playtonic Games will do in the future. I'm really interested in that. I really want to know. Because it's like, a lot of people are saying like Nintendo will probably buy them. And, you know, I can see that. And I definitely would love that. The guys who play Playtonic Games said they loved working with Nintendo. And a lot of rare people did.
Sun chips?
No, I do. I'm just not hungry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because you're gonna say Sun chips are really healthy, and your house is so healthy all the time.
yeah, right.
You lost so much.
Actually,
Actually,
Yeah.
you
I'm
did.
surprised.
Yeah, we know.
no.
We went over this.
I'm surprised. You, and you did not realize I just said that I'm not hungry.
No, I'm
Holy! What?
I did. That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
said like, wow, that drove me to like knowing how your family and you eat. I think I can already see the entree table. Like it's like 3 tables, and like each
3?
filled with like a plate. Like yeah, exactly.
3.
Plays elevator music in background.
And then your dad just like, yeah, we'll take another
That's what
3
you
tables.
get for working construction.
Yeah.
Again, a video game.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
You know what? We should be called the Divergent Gamers.
No, we should be called Rose
No,
Makes It Go Away
Divergent
because
Gamers.
no, it's
No,
called-
you're the only one that's diverging us
You
from
can't
video
even
games.
pick the word.
God. forget it.
That's how much.
And now you got into it. I think we're done.
Fuck it.
Okay.
I know who I'm talking to, and I know it's going to be a losing battle.
Where's the whiskey? I'll just go like this.
That'll be you when you guys
No, do it the Nick
when
way.
you live together.
Danger zone. Okay.
So where were you again? Let's pause the recording and just rewind it.
All right. So
Remember
back
the fight
to
we got to do last time about that?
back to the promotion thing. Playtime Games doing a great job getting the conversation circulating with this game. Like, for one thing, there's YouTube videos everywhere of this game.
Yeah,
IGN
I
has
saw a lot
them.
of
Machinima has them. Every big guy, you can tell Playtime Games really wants to happen. Like, it's amazing how their prestige as the creator of Banjo-Kazooie got them this far. They're able to say, hey, here, show off the video.
Yeah, and people are like, okay,
saw
yeah,
my
and
collection.
yeah,
She
that's
was-
it's all over YouTube.
I see
Yeah,
her
that,
angry
people eat that shit
stare
up.
at you.
It's on YouTube. It's all over the place.
I love how Jimmy has just been like, fuck it, let them go on their tangent, and then when we talk about
Oh,
the
yeah, I
games,
forgot
I'll be right back.
I forgot he was here with us
hi,
today.
Jimmy.
Oh my god, poor still
We're in the middle
on
of
there.
this- we're in the middle of a thought.
I don't
Jimmy's
think
just playing video games while he's talking to us, so he doesn't care.
Oh, speaking
Yeah.
of, I got Street Passes. Oh, I got those 2 new games on the Street Pass Plaza.
So yes,
They're
anyway.
really addicting.
So yes, anyway.
Oh yeah, and video games. Yeah.
I have to get them too.
So anyway, like
Back
today,
to Yooka Laylee.
like
I
today.
wanted to be ahead of you 2 for once. That's why I got them.
I was gonna get them tomorrow.
Very good.
I'm never ahead of the new games that come out. You guys always
Very
get them
good, Jimmy.
first, and then.
It's like, but it's like like this game is circulating everywhere. It's like today was all about Splatoon because of the this demo, but before that, it was all Yooka Laylee that one day where the YouTube video started rolling out. Where you get to see them move a little bit, you get to see the not talon trot and the not hover. I would love to see flying
Well,
blades.
the rollout was actually.
Yeah, you're right.
somewhat
You're right.
new.
The rollout was They showed some new moves. And yeah, you had that first teaser. Actually, this is pretty similar to how Sonic Boom worked. You had that teaser photo,
I like
and then like a year later, not a year, but like much later, you had the full out reveal of the one minion. They showed that minion off. Then they showed up the characters, and everything bursted
you
on
finally
YouTube
updated?
because that's when they started giving out everything.
have a problem.
Probably because they were
I
ready.
was trying
You
to
know,
update
they had
my
a playable
system.
game.
Not
That was probably just back when they had the
also.
models. Now they have a playable
fix it.
game, and their
Yeah.
their Kickstarter made $1 million in one day. That's
Yeah, no, if only we can do that.
Yeah, like that's like Kickstarter history right there, making way past your stretch goal within the day you posted the Kickstarter.
No, I meant the.
Like Playtonic
I
Games
know, I'm Mario.
are gonna make it. Like they
Well,
I really
because
do
we
think
watched
that.
that.
Well, I would love to see more from them. You know, maybe they can make their own Schmiller Instincts and their own Schmet Force Gemini and their own
Translation error.
Perfect Tark. Really, I would love it. Well, that's what this is. Schmanzo Schmishui. That's what this is. Like, yeah, I really would love that. It's like when the Bring Back Megas XLR hashtag was happening and they did it, but they didn't have the money. This one guy goes to him and says, "Why don't you just make a Schmegas XL8 and just make it the same characters?" But yeah, I mean, that's what they're doing here.
Why not just get a Kickstarter?
Yeah, right.
No, I would pay like $100 million
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, right.
Can you change the direction of the water in Minecraft? But you can't make like a little.
You can sort of have a
moat?
bucket, but you have to make the lake yourself.
Because I was
Yeah,
thinking like all geology nerd kind of way you can think of making like.
Water does annoy me in Minecraft because I want to make it like realistic, but it kills me because you can never do that.
There's a mod for it.
I'm sure there is.
Not a mod, texture pack.
Right.
And a mod actually, shaders.
Actually, that's a good point. It's
Oh,
like
that's so cool with the.
I know this game's going on Wii U. They were talking about that, but it
Yes.
makes me think: will this be on Steam? I imagine this will be on Xbox One, PS4. Like they never really made it clear to me. They probably did, and I just missed it. But I know it's going on Wii U. I know that for a
There you
fact. What I don't know is if this is going everywhere.
Hey Nick, show her the cast, and she can. I guess she can see what we're talking. What she was talking about the moat.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, we're having like 20 different
Are
conversations
you
while we're
Yeah.
talking about ukulele.
Are you recording this for that?
No.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say that won't make any sense in
This
the
is
video.
just me.
We're
This is
trying
just
to.
me messing around while we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, on our quick build map, which we will be getting to.
Yeah. Well, on Tyler's channel.
No, it's going to be either on Nick's channel or the Sonic.
Super Sonic Gameflix?
Yeah.
This channel?
Yeah.
Hey guys, you should look at made the video. That's Super Sonic Game. That's what we're talking about. Yes, I see.
Yeah, boy.
So
Dude, we have to get Thomas on this one day.
I know I miss Tom. I do. But
Especially since
Are you
he's
sure
been a
he's
little.
still on there?
Doesn't look like what it's
Aw.
supposed to look like. It looks like a sushi.
we love you, Tom. You know you're watching. All right,
It's
so
a horror cast.
Looks like a Gyarados tail.
Yeah, with that.
everything's interesting about what's going on out there. The way they promoted it, the way they this Kickstarter worked out. Like you can tell it's their prestige. They're these big time
Prestige worldwide.
like yeah, like
I'm sorry. I can't-
Rare was the biggest shit ever shat back in that generation. When Nintendo 64 out, they were the biggest shit ever shat. Everyone could not stop talking about Rare. So they started with this rocket game you actually play in DK64.
Speaking of can't stop talking.
Then it's like
He only has 7 more minutes.
It's not enough for him.
then there was I don't remember.
Never been.
They made a few more arcade games.
He's trying to keep it on.
It was Donkey Kong Country. I think we talked about Rare before, but I'm just gonna go through a quick thing now. Like, it was like Donkey Kong Country was their big thing because they had those 3D rendered sprites, which is pretty interesting. And that's what got Nintendo's caught their eye because the game before that they were working on that new engine, so they bought them out like 49% of it, and they were working for them. They obviously made Banjo-Kazooie, which is like their hallmark. That's their game, because Donkey Kong Country is their biggest seller probably, but that's Nintendo's property. Banjo-Kazooie is where they're at,
It's not almost.
And then Conquer, believe it or not, as popular people love to talk about Conquer, didn't sell that well.
Times.
But yeah, then they had like their other games, like Perfect Dark, Killer Instinct's very popular, and there's like a whole history with that. But now we're up to here, it's like.
We're not bickering anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nick's not even looking and he knows.
I've given up. The second you start The second you were brought into the conversation, I knew it was going to be pointless.
Hey,
Just to bring it
just
back.
so you know, I did bring some valid issues into the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, thank you.
Before.
Yeah.
I'm that person in class who's sleeping, but then will raise their hand and say something insightful and just go back to sleep.
So
That was me in high school.
That was me too.
so like here's what I'm thinking.
Back to the game.
Here's what I'm thinking. We get creative
Ooh,
with
piece of
like.
candy.
They didn't really show any collecting. You'd think this would be a collectathon. I think it will, but at the same time, it's like as much
I
as
could, if I can actually get a word or two in, but that's not bickering. The problem I see with this
And that's
new
all
game
time
coming
we
in
have today.
is that for some reason I feel like it's gonna be a cross between Banjo-Kazooie and Sonic.
you think so?
That's how I feel it's gonna be. It's gonna be like an open world like Banjo-Kazooie.
Right,
But for
right.
some reason I feel like it's gonna have a lot of Sonic characteristics in it.
I don't know.
It's the chameleons. It's the way the chameleon
Looks.
looked and moves.
Yeah.
Like this.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
the rolling attack is like a spin.
Well, I think
like
I
Sonic
think I
spin
speak
dash.
for Nick and I since we played these games as kids. I think I speak for both of us when I say when I saw those videos, I definitely saw Banjo-Kazooie like movements in them, like especially the Talentron thing. Like I saw it, like I could hear, I like looking at it here, pop 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 pop. And it's like I'm thinking like, will there be a Shmumbo and a Shwamba? Like no, really, like how far are they go with this the Banjo-Kazooie thing? Like
Somebody wish me happy Mother's
And how
Day.
far are you gonna go with these?
I know with the
Shmumbos.
Shmumbos, I know, but that's the only way you can make a clever analogy for just saying ripoff.
It's a holiday.
Yeah.
So it was
But,
just
like,
perfect because I went, thank you.
Here's my thing. I like Playtonic Games made it very clear that they always felt like with Banjo 3E when that was going to be a thing. Like they said there was so much they wanted to do to advance Banjo 2. Like they had so many ideas to work off of. So when they do that, it's like it makes you think, what are they going to do? Like for one thing, it's like I didn't see any notes anywhere. I just actually weren't there little like egg-like things in the videos? I'm trying to remember. I think there was. Something
They were. I'm guessing they were placeholders, but there were little coins with
Yeah.
Platonic symbols.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so yeah, they'll probably. So yeah, that's true. Like I definitely think there'll be their own jiggies in that game. I definitely think they'll probably be maybe Jinjos. Maybe it's not necessary, but they'll probably put that there.
You're that south.
But yeah, you're right. We're collecting the coins, so the gameplay I'm sure will be the collectathon, which will be interesting because we haven't seen something like that in the industry in a long time. I remember actually a long time ago. You remember Jarius, right?
Yeah.
We had this conversation once. He actually pointed
Do
out.
I
like,
remember Jairus? Not like I had like 6 classes with the kid.
Yeah. Well, he
By
was.
the way, Jairus, if you're watching this, hey, long time no see.
He was originally going to be part of this, but he couldn't do our original days. We used to do this on Wednesdays.
Yeah, no, if you can get in touch with them, tell them that we do it on
Oh
Saturday.
yeah, we should. But anyway, I remember we had a conversation about this once because he was experiencing. He never had N64 as a kid, so there was a few years ago when we were still in high school where he was playing an N64 emulator, I think it was, and he was playing some rare games, and he was telling me it's like. When he played DK64, playing Banjo, he played Conquer, and he was saying like, a lot of these games feel so damn similar. And I was saying, well, it's like, it's not that they're similar. It's just Rare has a style, like a really specific style that no one in the industry at the time was able to remake, because they made collectathons not tedious and annoying. Like that's an accomplishment if you think about it.
Oh yeah, it's not like I'm trying to think of a good example. You guys can keep talking. I'll think of an example.
Okay, Tyler, we'll get back to you on that. Cueing elevator music for the standby. Yeah. Boats and hoses.
Oh, I remember now. It's like the Assassin's Creed with the hidden puzzles that you had to do to unlock a certain bonus missions.
That was tedious.
Yeah, because you had to find them in the map.
Oh yeah.
There were 16 total, and they were. And Billy, the maps they had in those in the old Assassin's Creed games, they were huge, and there was more than one of them.
Wow. Well, what's tedious? To collect another example, when you had to get the tears in Twilight Princess.
Oh my
hated
God.
that shit.
Oh my god.
Oh
me too.
my god.
And then you had, and the fucking.
Every time, and it was just for a new spiritual thing or something. It was like,
Well,
no, fuck you, because I did this already. My spirit is okay.
Well, before Rare really, collectathon was such a negative word. Like examples like this, it's like you understand why they're there, but they're annoying and nobody wants to do it. But it's like such a accomplishment that Rare made it work. Like you want to collect every note in the damn place. You want to walk those lines, and it's like you turn into a damn washing machine. What else can you go wrong with? But yeah, I do want to see, on the subject of Banjo-Tooie, I do want to see how they're going to improve on that, because Banjo-Tooie was such a great game. Like, there's so much to it. Like, if anyone has an Xbox, you get it on XBLA, and I definitely recommend that, because even though I never owned an Xbox, I do know it's a better version, better frame rate, better lighting, better, well, I mean, that's pretty much all you need, is better frame rate and better lighting.
Better system.
Yeah. And that's what it's like with a lot of virtual console type games.
Don't you hate him?
But yeah, like, it's such a fantastic game. Like, again, you want to get an N64, that's great too. Definitely, that's even better experience in my opinion. But there's so many things to do. There's so many characters to love. There's so many side quests to take care of while you're doing your main game. And it's a completionist dream come true. It really is. Like, especially with DK64, which a lot of people did call the Banjo 3E, like a unofficial Banjo 3, like the closest thing you're gonna get to a third installment, which I do see a lot of truth in that. But now we have a really real one,
My cousin used to wake me up like that.
I do think.
So all the time you have for tonight.
She's taking a lot of time. Let's take a few more minutes.
Take a lot of time. Oh, whenever you're done, I gotta leave. So
All right. Well, what was I saying? I was on something. But yeah,
You're
like.
saying lots of things.
Yeah. See, this is why I want to add a few more
You're
minutes.
saying this is
Yeah, you know I
the third
lied.
installment of Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh yeah, and like I do think it'll be a real.
Bacon.
I do think it's it'll be a real kick in the balls if this is the E3 where Microsoft announces Banjo 3. I think that'll be such a kick in the balls because I'm kind of nervous.
I would go to I would literally go to Microsoft and be like, no.
Yeah.
I would take out a rocket launcher and be like, no.
No.
Boom.
No. No, it's just like
boom.
ever since the Xbox One was announced, when they had Killer Instinct, before they had Killer Instinct, they said we're gonna bring out old Rare IP, and I get so nervous every time because I'm just like I don't want a Banjo-Kazooie on a console I will never buy. I don't.
You were thinking about it.
No, it wasn't.
It's like
Nick, do you want me to make an automatic switch for that?
No, I'm just messing around.
But yeah, like if they do, I'd be so
And
disappointed.
like what we had on our server.
Yeah, good times. But yeah, with that being said, I have a lot of hopes for this game. I'm not gonna overhype myself. That I want to make clear, but it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be something the industry hasn't seen in a long time. It'd be really refreshing. That I know. So just seeing the video, like definitely watch the videos. Go on YouTube, just write Yooka Laylee the way I spelt it and the way it's spelled in the video title. I hope, Tyler. Don't worry, I can edit it if it doesn't.
Tyler can do anything except.
Oh yeah, that reminds
I can do anything. I just need to have time for it.
Oh yeah, that reminds me actually.
That's another thing about you. The time. I'll be there in a half hour. An hour later.
That reminds me actually of
Not my fault, my dad.
There reminds me of actually an interesting interview with Platonic where why they named him Yooka Laylee. I forgot exactly why, but they were saying like ukulele in Hawaiian, if you separate the words UK and Laylee, it meant something. Like they said, this really fits our characters. I don't remember what it is, but it's really cool how they didn't just say, okay, we need an instrument name, here it is, Like, it fits well, like ukulele, it sounds like a good way to make the two names, and I have to admit, I was one of those guys that didn't get it at first. I'm like, wait, why the fuck was it names? Like, oh, like, I'll admit, I was one of those guys.
Yeah, the reason why I got it at first is I didn't see the spelling.
Oh, yeah. Ukulele. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool, and glad a Wii U game's coming out right away, because I hate waiting for Kickstarter games on Steam for a long time, and then it's finally on the eShop, like AVG and Adventures.
That was so random. I never thought they were gonna.
No, yeah. Even right now, the AVGN movie's doing well. They're doing a beta thing where they're playing movies on Steam now, and that's gonna be one of the first movies they're gonna do it with. So now you can buy movies on Steam that you can play anytime you
I love
want.
how it's an adult game, but we can't talk about it. Beavers, like, I love
Oh, yeah.
Beavers, how awkward it is. People trying to say curses.
I love when they stop doing screenshots, and everyone's like, gee, I wonder why you can't do
This
screenshots
is be
anymore.
stored. Like,
Yeah. But, that's
Okay,
good.
bye.
That is a good point, though. Like, what's the Miiverse gonna be like on Ukulele? That'd be awesome. I saw some really cool fan art already on the YouTube Miiverse page. Like, they'll do, like, little drawings of them. But, like, will they have Miiverse? Because, like, I feel like with Playtonic and how great those developers are, they'll do some creative stuff. Like, you know what would be cool? If they had first-person shooter sections, like they did in Banjo-Tooie, but you can use the gamepad and those, like, little maze areas. And, like, when you have to get the red, blue, and green missions, like the rings and everything, like, the gyroscope works really well on Splatoon. So I'd like to see them do really similar things with
I'll get it.
the other ones. All right, Tyler. I was about, I'll get the button for you. We are out of time, so we'll see you guys next time.
Sorry that we barely talked about it.
Yeah. Sorry. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.